Greetings and welcome to the 59th episode of Retro Rant. It is time to return to the Commodore Amiga, reviewing a game that didn't make it to this platform back in the day, Heart of the Alien, originally released exclusively for the Sega CD by Virgin in 1994. Heart of the Alien is an arcade adventure, and it is the sequel to Another World, which is an absolute Amiga classic, so it was quite unfair that the Amiga didn't get a port of this game. Thankfully, after Gil Megidish, I am sure I am slaughtering the name's correct pronunciation, sorry, a fan of the game reverse engineered the game's code and open sourced it, Dalibor Javorcek, again sorry for the pronunciation mate, ported it to the Amiga, so an injustice has been corrected here. And here we are to put this game to the run test and see if it is worth playing or not. Heart of the Alien story is a continuation of Another World, where you played as a scientist who had an accident by tossing all health and safety regulations to the wind, sitting in front of a beam, leisurely drinking his soda, when a lightning struck and sent the poor irresponsible guy to another dimension. Perhaps he thought that the beam would keep his soda cool and fizzy, but anyway, he somehow managed to survive in the first game via the aid of a friendly alien. In the second game, we continue from that point, taking the role of this alien after a beautiful atmospheric intro. This guy was initially in a cage along with a scientist, put there by some evil aliens who also captured his people. Your quest is to return to this place and help your people. The graphics of Heart of the Alien are absolutely fantastic, being in the same vein as Another World. The locations are stunning to look at, the sprites are beautifully animated, and the game's atmosphere is top notch. If you loved the visuals of Another World, you're in for a treat in Heart of the Alien, as it is more of the same brilliant stuff. Likewise, the soundtrack is amazing, if a bit forgettable at times. It is atmospheric and masterfully crafted, without ever becoming obnoxious or disrupting the flow of the gameplay. The sound effects are very beefy and satisfying, quite like Another World. Of course, these aren't enough to create a great game, and unfortunately, Heart of the Alien never rises above being an adequate sequel. If you remember the gameplay of Another World, it was quite frustrating, full of blind deaths and trial and error until you somehow managed to get to the next checkpoint, where you had to face even more blind deaths and trial and error, rinse and repeat. Well, compared to Heart of the Alien, Another World is like a picnic on a sunny day. And that is because Heart of the Alien is not only full of situations where you must be pixel perfect, it also requires perfect split-second timing as well. Even when you know exactly what you have to do, you will suffer dozens of unfair, frustrating, but beautifully animated gory deaths. And of course the checkpoint system applies as well, so you have to replay quite a few screens, which you managed to escape by the skin of your teeth previously, and hope that you will be absolutely perfect this time. You will end up repeating the same scenes endlessly, only to praise the gods of retro gaming for managing to go to the next screen and then suffer an unfair death, so you have to replay all the scene from the beginning. The controls are more sophisticated than Another World. If you didn't have enough whipping from the Castlevania review, the hero of Heart of the Alien uses a whip as well, although a futuristic one this time. One that can be used to shoot beams, create shields, as well as the more traditional whip uses. You can also use some bombs if you can find them. The controls are quite good and responsive, and in the Amiga version you can even use a single button joystick by switching weapon modes with a spacebar. This can get a bit confusing sometimes, but it works quite well since there are no places where instant switching between weapons is required. The password system from Another World is retained as well, and this is a good choice, since having to replay the game from the beginning every time would be game-breaking. Overall, Heart of the Alien was a commercial disaster, in part due to being a Sega CD exclusive. I don't think it deserved this failure, since it is a quality game with superb cinematic atmosphere, on par or even better than Another World, but it is let down by the cruel difficulty and the frustrating gameplay. It is worth checking out if you're a fan of Another World, but make sure that you have a walkthrough handy. So that's it for now. Make sure you stay away from suspicious beams, and I'll see you next time.